able to see all of y'all more often?
We'll be around for sure.
This morning's briefing. It's my pleasure this morning to introduce you to Inspector Art Pittman of the RCMP. He's Integrated Security Operations Officer for the G20.
All for coming here this morning. If you look around and as you see the demonstrations today, you're going to see a large number and a large variety of uniforms. I'm here to tell you today that we may be wearing different uniforms, but we're part of one team. One team that's been planning together for several months, working very hard together. A team called the Integrated Security Unit. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police has been working very hard with the Ontario Provincial Police, Toronto Police, Peel Regional Police, and the Canadian Armed Forces towards a common goal. Our goal is to ensure that the summit is safe for the general public and the heads of state who will be coming to Toronto at the end of this month. And I'm confident that we're going to succeed. My confidence stems from the work that I've done with Toronto Police Service, the Ontario Provincial Police, Peel Regional Police, and the Canadian Armed Forces, and the professionalism that I've seen, and the dedication that I've seen. You're going to see some demonstrations today of some of the people and some of the techniques that will be used in order to achieve the goals that we're collectively working towards. Thank you.
Inspector Pittman. At this time, I'd like to bring your attention to the specialized units on our right and surrounding us in this lot. The following demonstrations and scenarios you will see are ones that the public may be exposed to and see during the summit. The purpose of holding this technical briefing is to allow the public to get a sense of who they will be seeing on the streets, in what terms, and the type of law enforcement and security, so they will then have a better understanding of what role each of these units have. One of the concerns the public has expressed to the Integrated Security Unit is that those effects to those who live and work within the security zones. Security zones will be secured using fencing, which will be erected shortly. People will continue to be able to move freely through the area until Friday, June 25th. However, we do have the ability to restrict all access, if necessary, prior to this date. Torontonians who live and work within this area will have been offered a registration card in order to facilitate quick passage through the security checkpoints that will be part of the Toronto Police Service security perimeter. The location of these checkpoints will be released in the near future. 2 lines will form at these checkpoints, one for those with registration cards and one for those without. Both lines will require you to show identification and answer a few questions asked by the officer. As part of the G20 planning, CCTV cameras have been installed additionally to those ones operating to ensure the safety and security of the dignitaries, business owners, residents, and people who work and visit the downtown area, and protesters. Once the summit is finished, these additional cameras will be removed. All CCTV cameras are marked with the word police. They are numbered and are programmed to view public spaces only. There is a sign beneath each one of these cameras with information in both English and French detailing information about the cameras. The Police Service has worked with the Office of the Ontario's Information and Privacy Commissioner to review all aspects of the CCTV technology and operations to develop best practices and governance. In addition, the service has procedures in place governing continuity, control, and auditing of access to video images. These measures ensure accountability and appropriate management of all aspects of the CCTV. Only authorized Toronto Police Service members will have access to the recorded images. Images depicting evidence of a crime may be used in the court of law for the prosecution of an offender. At this time, I would like traffic services to begin the scenario. The second area of concern that the public has expressed is the traffic and travel in and around the downtown core. It is strongly recommended that anyone, where possible, weapon. It is a communications tool that will be deployed to communicate clear and concise information and direction to a large group of people. They shows why it's grabbed during this summit. The alert function will only be used between 2 to 5 seconds, and this is to alert the public to an upcoming message and communications that will be heard over the LRAD. The LRAD will be at the control of a qualified police officer who will be held accountable for their deployment of the LRAD. At this point, I would like our bicycle units to begin the scenario.
This is a test of the long-range acoustic device LRAD from American Technology Corporation. The LRAD can be used to hail and notify at great distances with locally generated tones or voice messages.
This is the Toronto Police Service. I'm requesting that you vacate this area. I am directing you to move to your right, follow in an orderly fashion down to Birmingham Street. This is the Toronto Police Service. I am requesting that you vacate the area. I am directing you to move to your right in an orderly fashion down to Birmingham Street.
So, are you guys going to be a big presence on the lake?
Yes, we will during the summit, yes.
And what kind of equipment can we expect to see on the lake?
You'll see the Sea-Doos like this. We also have hikes and ribs, 30-foot boats, so all kinds of different vehicles and boats.
And will boating be restricted?
No.
Thank you very much.